Streaming has completely changed over the years. It's not even just about gaming anymore. There's a lot of other things you might see on stream. You might see someone drawing something, you might see them writing something out like a script or something, you might even see them building a keyboard, or you might find some degenerate that probably spends way too much money on Pokemon cards and opens them up on stream. I would be that degen that spends way too much money on Pokemon cards. Hi, that's me. Now, whenever you're doing this stuff, it'd be really awesome to have an overhead cam just so people can actually see a top-down perspective of what you're actually doing. But how do you make that happen? Well, I'm gonna show you how I actually have that set up on my stream and the pieces that you actually need to do it as well yourself. So during this video, I'm gonna go over exactly what hardware you might need for this, what software you're gonna need for it as well, how to actually set it up on your PC, and what you need for your phone, as well as an alternative to this also. I know the setup that I kind of use is probably a little bit overboard and maybe a little bit expensive, but I use it because I already had all these pieces. So again, I'm gonna give you a couple different options to go over. But before we get into this video, let me know what you guys would actually use for an overhead cam on your stream. Would you guys use it for building stuff like Legos, or would you actually use it for Pokemon cards like I do? I really wanna know what you guys would actually use an overhead cam for. All right, so let's talk about the actual physical equipment you're actually gonna need for this build. So first, what I use is the Elgato Master Mount Small, or you could also use a large version if you'd like. The Elgato Strong Arm, a steady and sturdy iPhone holder or a phone holder that mounts to a regular like 3/8 quarter, I believe it's called. A phone holder that has a standard tripod mounting on the bottom. And then lastly is gonna be Epoch Cam, which is a app for your phone, and it does come with the iPhone version as well. There is a free and a paid for option, which basically the difference is that the free version has ads. I believe it also has a watermark, and then the paid for version just doesn't have either of those. But they both apparently work the exact same. So the first bit of setup is gonna be actually taking the Elgato mount and actually mounting it to the desk. Now, I picked the actual center of my desk because of the way that my monitor arm is mounted. It doesn't get in the way, and I want people to have a centered version of what I'm looking at from a top-down perspective. So I basically just mounted this. Now also make sure that you're gonna need either the small or the large based on how high your monitors are. The small one's actually high enough to where I can actually get it over my monitor arm without any kind of issue. Once we have this set up and it's nice and sturdy and we have it clamped down to the desk and made sure that it can actually raise above our monitor, we are now gonna wanna take our Elgato Strong Arm and actually connect it to the top portion of this piece. You're gonna attach it to the top of this piece. The reason why you're gonna do that is because you want the actual strong arm to be able to reach over the monitor and then come forward to where it actually has an overhead view of what you're doing. Once we have that set up and in place and we have it right where we want it, we're also going to attach the phone holder to this. This is gonna, again, just hold your phone so you get that overhead view, and then you can actually see it from top down. Now again, the coolest thing about this setup, the way that I have it set up like this, is because if I don't want this showing in like a YouTube video or when I'm doing like a TikTok or something like that in my room, then I want to be able to hide this thing. And the nice thing is that you can actually just basically reverse it, where you just loosen up the strong arm, move it out of the way, tighten it back up, and then you can just basically loosen the bottom part of the actual Elgato Master Mount, small or large, and then you can just drop it below your monitor. So that way you don't really see it and it's out of view. And I like this because it gives a clean look. Now that's gonna be pretty much it. I mean, well, also don't forget your phone. You're gonna need a phone for this in case you haven't figured that out. So once we have all that set up, that is gonna be all of the physical things that we need as far as hardware. Now let's go ahead and talk about the software side of what we actually need to do. So let's go ahead and talk about the actual software now that we have all of our hardware set up. Software-wise, you're gonna get your phone, you're gonna go to the actual app store, and then you're gonna look for the Epoch Cam by Elgato. There, again, is a paid for version and a free version. Pick whichever one you want. I would probably say try the free version out, see if you like this idea, and if you're going to continue using it, then invest in the paid for version. I bought this long ago whenever they didn't have a free version of it. So just make sure you download those and you figure out where it is, and then once you actually open that up on your phone, that's pretty much all you need to do on your phone. So for this last part, we have to go over to our desk setup or our stream setup, so that way we can actually get this downloaded on our computer, and then how to set up in OBS. So let's head on over there. What's up, everyone? We are at the stream setup right now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna head over to the Elgato website to get the software, and I'm gonna show you how to add it into OBS, and then I'm gonna show you what the overhead camera looks like. This is coming off of an iPhone 13 Pro Max, just so you guys know what camera I'm using. Let's dive into it. All right, so first thing we wanna do is head over to Elgato's website. So Epoch Cam, click on that. So we already downloaded it to our phone. Sick. All right, and then if you just scroll down here, it's going to show you the 4 simple steps. So it actually is that easy. But so you can just do download for Windows or Mac. We're going to download it for Windows, and then this is where you would basically just pick Epoch Cam driver, download, install, and then should be good to go. Now, once we actually have that Epoch Cam installed, the driver, what we're going to do is we're going to go into our OBS, and then we will add basically a video capture device.
I already have it here, but all you'd have to do is just basically go to create a new video capture device, and you would find it in the drop down menu. So kind of like this, and then show Epoch Cam. Now we actually have Epoch Cam installed. Now you actually see it on the screen, and you can see, hi, it's pretty decent. Oh, well, of course it's gonna get a little choppy right now, but it's usually pretty good as far as like how it works. And then basically, I guess to give you an idea, so now that we have the stand pulled up and put it in the phone holder, nice and secure. Then there we are. Now we have a nice overhead camera. So in case you want to do like any keyboard stuff, if you want to do like a Pokemon card, like opening or anything like that, you can even just take 2 fingers, zoom in on the actual camera. And then there you go. Now it's nice and zoomed in. So in case you want to like reveal Pokemon cards on stream, you can do it that way. Or you can kind of show what you're building and stuff like that. Yeah, so you can zoom in, you can zoom out. You can even use the front facing camera for it as well if you wanted to. But this actually works pretty well. And again, just for having like a quick little overhead piece, and again, the fact that it's consistent because of the way that I have this set up with what I'm using for stuff is pretty awesome. So even if I want to do like a keyboard cam or like a mouse and keyboard cam, like, or a controller camera, like I can literally just have this, and then I can just make this part of my stream. So it's kind of a neat little thing to do, where if you want like a nice high quality picture for your actual like what you're doing and have it overhead, you can also do that, which is awesome. So that's basically all that I have as far as the setup. It's literally that easy. I will say though, I've had run into some issues where having like a dual PC and then having them both connect and stuff too. So it is not without its flaws, but it does work pretty well. I basically put this on my game PC and I just made it a scene there, and I feel like it's been working well ever since then. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're gonna head back to the regular talking portion, and then that'll be the video. That's pretty much all I got for you. Adios.
And there we go. Setup was that easy, and now you guys have an amazing overhead camera whenever you need it, and with beautiful quality. Again, I want to talk about an alternative that you guys could use. So if you didn't want to invest in all this stuff, or if you wanted like basically a cheaper way to do this, you could basically go online. I did find that there are these like clamp flexible arms that you could just clamp to the back of your monitor stand, and then you could just flex it over. And then you could use basically a webcam attached to the end of this. It could be a webcam you just have laying around. You could just go try and buy a secondhand camera. I'm sure there's plenty of C920s out there that you could buy for pretty inexpensive. Or you can actually even try and buy a flex arm that's strong enough to actually hold your phone. But this would be a nice cheap way to do it, and then that way you wouldn't have to worry about it. The only thing I don't like about doing it that way with the webcam is that, at least with the flexible arm, you have to basically put it in position every time. With this, it's in the same exact position every time, because it's basically you just loosen something up, raise it, and then you basically unwind it, turn it over, and then that's it. So it's consistent. Again, it's also easy and out of the way, so that's probably why I like this version better. Again, there might be some easier versions to do this. Like I think you can just get the flex arm and do it that way. But I'll leave all that stuff in the links down below. There will be affiliate links to all this stuff leading to Amazon, so if you guys want to buy some of this stuff, it really help me out if you guys use those links below, and it doesn't cost you anything to do. And that's pretty much it. If you guys found this video helpful, it really helped me out if you guys give me a thumbs up. Helps me out with the algorithms and helps my videos get pushed to other people. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you guys want more content like this from me, if you want vlogs, how-to videos, and also gear review videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as I do all that on my channel as well. Or if you want to come say hello to me on stream, I stream a few times a week on Twitch, so you can always hit me up there as well. And then I'd love to have a conversation about any of the videos you guys find on my website. By my website, I mean YouTube, because that's where this is. This is on YouTube. Thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate it. Now go create something amazing and awesome. All right? I'm out of here.